What is happening, Magnus? So, there is some audio going around, hitting the interwebs. It's going viral. And it is a teacher who is flipping out on a student or students about laughing at what happened to Renee Wilson Good, right? Is it Renee Wilson Good? No, Renee Nicole Good. I think there was a Mayor Wilson Good in Philly a while ago. I think I was getting that mixed up. But so we're gonna play this and we're gonna see what the teacher has to say. Now, I got this in particular from Libs of TikTok on Twitter. It says, teacher at Manson Northwest Webster in Iowa screams and lies to her class about the ICE shooting of Renee Good. She scolds the class for questioning the incident, saying that Renee Good broke no law. What? Oh, I gotta hear this. And was M-worded by ICE for following orders while giving a false account of the incident. This teacher then tells the students they are endorsing the M-word of U.S. citizens if they support ICE agents defending themselves. This is blatant political indoctrination in our school system. She must be fired. That's what it says here. So, we're going to listen to this, all right? Now I'll let you know what I think. For those of you that might be new, what I think is that she was wrong, and I feel like the officer was a little wrong, too, okay? I feel as though, I believe, I don't feel, I believe, because I saw the video several times, that she was trying to get away. But she was wrong to get up and have her Cheerios and go to that protest and willingly get in the way of law enforcement deporting people. Okay? You're getting in the way, you're obstructing, that's against the law right there. She shouldn't have even been there. If she wanted to go there, stand on the side and peacefully protest. That's it. But she was in their way. She was wrong for that. She was wrong for leaving when they told her to get out of the car. But you saw the wheels turn. She was trying to get away. If she wanted to hit him, she could have just kept driving forward and rolled over him. But she didn't. She turned. She was trying to get away. She's fleeing. That was wrong. Okay, she's messing up all the way. So he got that one shot off in the windshield. I would have stopped right there. Ah! Oh my God! Don't stop! But she didn't. She kept going, and in that split-second decision making, which I've never personally been in, but looking at it from all the angles, the problem comes in when you see it from his angle, because it happens fast from his angle. From his camera, it happens fast. From other angles, it does look like he had enough time to not fire the two other shots. But then you have people in law enforcement, and I've heard lawyers talking about this, like they are supposed to neutralize the situation as fast as possible. With her driving off, she could hit other people, other officers, damage property, yada, yada, yada. So it's a real hard thing. It's like every time I've seen the videos over and over and over again. And it just said from that one angle where you see him shooting in the car, it looks like he could have let her go, and then they could have caught up with her later. And I know there's a lot of people that are saying, he should have shot the tires out. It's not a movie. Tires are harder to shoot out than you think. I've seen cops talk about that. Just like when people talk about shooting people in the leg. Shooting a moving target, especially when you got legs running at you like that, it's not as easy as you think. You know what I mean? I've heard people that just talk about going to shooting ranges. They was like, yeah, moving targets are hard. It's like, it can be done. Experts can do it and everything. But it's when your life is on the line, you want to make sure you're shooting at that center of mass to stop it from happening. You know what I mean? So I feel as though she was more wrong than he was. You know what I mean? And he'd been hit and dragged before. So he's itchy around situations like that. That's why I said, you got to play chess with these situations. You cannot go out into the world and do things where you just are not accounting for the possibilities, the high possibilities of what could happen. You get what I'm saying? All right, let's listen to this.
It's funny, then why are you laughing? Because that is what has happened. And if you do not process that, you need to process that right now. It is fine if you don't like the fact that she was warning people about ICE being in the neighborhood. That's fine. It is okay for you to not have liked that she was doing that. That's okay. But what you need to understand is that she was told to leave the area. And so she was turning her vehicle away.
Now see, she was told to leave. She didn't leave. They told her to get out of the car. See, I've seen that, but I've seen, me and Scarlett will sit here and watch body cam videos all the time. I've seen this happen so many times. The cop will say, all the cop really has to do is tell you once. But they'll tell a person like 3, 4, 5 times. I'm telling you to leave right now. I'm telling you, ma'am or sir, I'm telling you to leave right now. If you don't, I'm going to arrest you for this. And they'll keep talking. They'll keep trying to flip through their law book in their head. And they might actually be right. But a lot of times they're wrong. You see what I'm saying? I'm not about the BS. I'm not sitting here about fighting cops and arguing with cops over the law. Matter of fact, I've seen several lawyers say, listen, if something squirrely goes on between you and the cop and you get a ticket, fight it in court, handle it there. Don't get all aggressive because they might get aggressive. You could end up hurt in jail, worse, or you know what I'm saying? So it's like just handle it in court. You know what I mean? Anyway, I forgot what I was gonna say. I was off and running on that. Damn it! I hate when that happens. Yeah, but they told her to get out. Yeah, they told her to get out of the car. That's not when you leave. See, it's over after that. That was my point. Once it's like, get out the car, we told you to leave, get out the car. At that point, you're either going to be detained or arrested, and most likely arrested. I've seen that too many times. They told them, and then they're like, no. Every time. They've told them to leave several times in these body cam videos I've watched over the years. When they don't, and they're like, all right, then, come here. You're under arrest. Nope, none of that now. I gave you plenty of chances, ma'am, to leave.
She waved 2 other vehicles, and they were leaving. And she was turning away, and the officer stepped in front of her vehicle.
Now, that part right there, I saw her waving it looked like she was waving other people on, not waving ICE agents on. It looked like other people that were on the road, but I don't know, and I'm not sure about that.
Raised his gun and fired a shot at point blank range.
Now, did he raise it before or after she hit him? That's the one thing, like, I wasn't sure about. Did he pull it out when as soon as she started on the gas? Is that when he pulled it out? That I can't really remember. I have to go look at that.
Into her vehicle. And then as she drove away, he turned and fired 2 more shots at point blank range and shot her in the head. And that could have been you. You think it's funny Because that could be you.
Well, it's not going to be them, especially if they were against what she did. That means that they wouldn't have been there. Like, you know how smart mouth teenagers are. If it was me, like I was kind of smart mouth when I was a teenager. Not too much. I never got into trouble in high school. But in that situation, I think I would have said, well, no, it wouldn't have been me because I wouldn't have been there obstructing, them arresting people.
Or it could be you. It could be anybody in this room.
But she's wrong about that.
Any of you.
Amongst a couple of things she's wrong
And the
about.
moment you think it's okay to shoot a citizen of the United States.
Well, first of all, citizens get shot all the time for attacking officers. Right? Don't they? Okay? And there's a whole lot of bad crookedness that has happened over the years, too. Okay? So there's been crooked law enforcement shooting people for no damn good reason. And there's been plenty of wrongdoing where people were trying to hit cops, run over cops, kill them, shoot at them, stab them, punch them in the face, kick them in the nuts, all type of things where U.S. citizens have gotten shot. They act like that citizen thing protects you from being shot. Not if you're acting the hell up and breaking a bunch of laws and do something that could kill a person.
Because they wanted to leave a scene.
After they told her to get out of the car. She knew she was going to be under arrest. And then her girlfriend or wife was telling her, drive, baby, drive, drive. And she listened to her instead of law enforcement. For people out there, if law enforcement tell you to get out of the car and your wife or your husband or your significant other tells you, drive, baby, drive, do not, I repeat, do not drive, baby, drive.
And keep in mind, she had broken no law. She was simply following orders to leave
God, the propaganda.
The moment.
See, I don't have a problem if you have a problem with what happened, as long as you tell the truth. I saw a guy the other day online say that even if they're illegal, he believes they have a right to be here. He literally said it. Like, it didn't matter to him that they were breaking the law. He felt as though they deserved to be here. I respect that. He might be wrong, but at least I can respect it. He's like, okay, yeah, they did come here illegally, but I still believe they have a right to be here. And I think he's 100% wrong on that. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, for her, don't twist the narrative. Don't lie about the facts. Don't tell half-truths. You know what I'm saying? I that's what I can't stand that people do.
You say it is okay to shoot someone for leaving a scene as ordered by law enforcement, then that makes it okay for anybody
She leaving out stuff.
Ordered by law enforcement. That is what you are endorsing. Anybody here, the Manson Police Department can shoot you. Are you okay with that? Are you?
You know they need in that class. Remember that one video, that one kid going off? He seemed like wiser beyond his years. I think he had long hair. He was a white kid. He was like telling like a teacher about how to like chastise them and teach them and talk to them. You remember that? I thought that was very, very interesting. I was like, wow. They needed someone like that in their class. I got to go back and listen to that to see if the kid was right. Because I would like to know the full context of what happened in that situation also. But we needed a kid like that. You know what I mean? That teacher needed to be, told exactly what the issue was there. But it is what it is. Wow. Very interesting. Post your comments down below. Let me know what you think. If you enjoyed my thoughts on this and commentary, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and share. By the way, There are people saying that she deserved it. In my personal view, she was leaving. So if she was leaving, she didn't deserve it. If she was trying to kill the officer, if she was trying to run him over, then I could see people saying that. If they truly believe she was trying to hit him, she was trying to murder him, then I understand. But if she's fleeing, I absolutely disagree with saying that she deserved death. Absolutely. 10 million subscribers.